So it's a nice day here in Batesville. It's early spring, kind of warm today. So we're going to go for a walk and I'm going to take you along. This plaque is the site, it represents the site of the original Arkansas College, which is now known as Lyon College. And in 1954, they moved the college to a bigger area over on Highland Drive and a little further east of here. So I'm going to just show you the old buildings that are left, and then we'll take a walk up Main Street to show you some of the older homes. Should have brought my selfie stick because I don't have any way to stabilize this, so hopefully it won't be too bumpy to watch. So I think this might have been an educational building, or I'm not sure, but it's one of the original structures. And there's a church, and I don't believe that was the original church because there was another larger building that was torn down, and I believe there was another church at one time. So but this structure right here was original to the campus. And this is a Presbyterian church. It's a Presbyterian college. Very nice college, and I'll do a tour of the new campus someday this summer. But for now, I'll just show you what it looks like out here. It's actually a very beautiful place. And then as we pan over here, this is known as College Street, naturally. And there's a lot of fine old craftsman style homes, prairie style homes that were built late 1800s, early 1900s, and all are on the historical register. Some have signs that explains who the families were that built the houses. But they're beautiful houses and very, very interesting to look at. I've actually been inside a few during Christmas tours, and they're gorgeous. Here's a nice old house across the street too. I really love the looks of this. And then some others. This town, the downtown area, historic, has three main streets that are actually just a concentrated residential area with all these old fine homes that I'll concentrate on that later in a different film. So I'm going to pause this for just a second and we'll move on over to Main Street and we'll film some of those houses there. So I'm going to go ahead and film some houses here on College Street while I'm walking, since it's such a nice day and I actually feel like doing this. So I'm just going to give you some shots and some historical register signs that tells what year they were built. Excuse me. And which families built the house. So this is Beckman House, built in 1910. And I'm going to cross the street and show you this one over here. This has always been one of my favorite houses. I love the magnolia tree in the front yard and the ivy colored chimney and the gingerbread trim. And this is looks like it says Warner Rich Kelly home, built in 1880. Let me zoom in on that. There you go. Beautiful house. I love this one. One of my favorites. Okay, so crossing back. Well, I'll just film from here. That's I call that the peas and carrots house because of the way it's painted, but I really like that one. It looks like a nice bungalow, craftsman, possibly prairie style, I guess. I don't know. I'm not very knowledgeable about architecture. I have a puppy barking at me through the fence. Just kind of film and walk. Well, this one here I have to show you because the trim on it is just very detailed. It's really gorgeous. So this big white house is just beautiful with that. The detail on the gable end, all the different kinds of treatment like shingles, looks like a little stucco. Most of the house is stucco, but it's a beautiful house. I like it too. And I believe this one's been modernized a little bit. It looks like they put up some different siding. I'll just keep walking, keep my mouth shut. We'll just film. Unless something stands out that I have to comment on. Like maybe the end of the upstairs on that house. The details are really cool. I like that rounded look of the end of the house on the second floor. Nice. There's a Victorian gingerbread trimmed out house. That's really cool. Now, as I can, I'll tell you what they are. Some of them have signs, so. Isn't that gorgeous? And that says Bartlett Kirk House. See if I can zoom in. Okay, that's for, well, no. Bartlett Kirk House, 18. Gee. I don't know what that says. 1900? I can't read it. Sorry. Anyway, love this one. I'm across the street as soon as the cars go by. So I'll give you a picture of this house. It's got a sign on it, so. Okay. Reeder Marshall House, built 1905. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Got another, looks like a 3-story house right over there. It's got the Victorian style trim on the porch, and it's got a sign in the front, so we'll try to walk over here and get a shot of that so we can tell whose house that was. It's gonna crisscross the street. It's a busy day here today. It's around noon, so everybody's out for lunch, buzzing up and down the street. Okay, so pretty. And this one was called Trevethan Wright 1906 Gets. I'll just let you read it for yourself there. Let's see the detail on the porch. I love that stuff. Pretty. Please excuse all the traffic. I didn't know it was so busy in the middle of the week here, but apparently it is. Well-traveled street. Okay, this is a cute little brick cottage. And it was built. It's called the Atkins Row Cottage from 1939. Right before World War II. This one. And, yeah, beautiful. I envy these people. They're pretty houses down here. Here's another one that's brick, and I'm not sure about the facade on this. The brick looks a little more modern, but I don't know. It could have been that way from the beginning. Not sure. Like I said, I'm not an architect. So, okay. Well, maybe bricks were the thing back then, because this is the Owen Bailey Cottage, built 1938, 1 year before the last one we just saw, which was also brick. So, nice house. Okay, moving on. There's a nice stucco across the street. Big house, and I think someone just recently bought it. Here's another one of my favorites because I love this style of house. This Craftsman bungalow is gorgeous. Gorgeous house. I think it used to have a sign, but it's gone. So I can't tell you who built it. But that's one of my favorites too. Oh, they're all my favorites. Who am I trying to kid? I like all of them. So, get a move on, get up here. This has got one of the iconic type roofs on it. The bungalow style. Yeah. I think that carport had been recently done within the last 10, 15 years. What a neat looking little house. So, the Burnett Cottage, built in 1923. And it says Hightower. I'm not sure if that's the architect, the builder. I can't be sure. I'd have to ask someone. Okay, there's another gorgeous. I mean, we're talking about just about every home is that style, Craftsman. It's just, Batesville has a wealth of beautiful historic homes. Here's another brick home. Now, this one's probably older than 1930s, but no, yeah, a little bit. This is the T.A. Simpson house, built in 1926. I like it. Let me see if I can pan out a little bit so I'm not nailing too close. But anyway, you can tell what it looks like. I love that little thing on top of the thing. I don't know what you call it. It's a raised roof. Widow's watch. Here's one, and it has modern siding on it, I believe. It looks like it's got modern siding. And it is the L.B. Poindexter J.K. Sutherland home from 1923. That's a big house. Big old house. J.K. Sutherland was a Batesville native who started the poultry industry in this town. That's actually always, since it started, I think it was in the 50s when it first started. Later it grew and it became ConAgra and went through some different companies, Puritans, Pilgrim's Pride, Now it's OMP, Ozark Mountain Poultry. Different owners, different people bought it out, but he's responsible for the startup of this industry that's really been a cornerstone in this community. More people worked in the poultry industry here than anything else, I believe. And between that and the hospital, it's probably the two biggest employers. This is the R.A. Dowdy House, built in 1929. Big house. Love the doors. Pretty. My house is built like that. It's got the overslung porch with the 4 columns. Typical craftsman bungalow. Here's a real cool one across the street. And this is a stucco. And it's to me, it always looked like California, like a California vibe. It was built in 1937, I guess. Yes, Milburn McClure House, built 1937. So I've got it painted a real sweet blue color. I like that with the white. Love the windows, a lot of windows, a lot of light in there, I bet. I'm going to try to cross the street without getting killed, so bear with me till I get across. Trying not to shake you around too much. It's kind of hard too, but without a stabilizer. Okay. Now, I believe this house recently just sold, and it's a really neat little house, and it sold for a pretty good price, and they did some work in there. But oh my goodness, that's exactly what I'd love to have. Something like, hear the chimes? Pretty. Yeah. It just looks like a nice, peaceful place to live. I love that. And then on this other corner over here, we have 2 more stucco type houses. Not sure when they were built, but I'm thinking probably mid to late 20s, like the other one. I like the one with the vines all over the front. It's really cool. It's an awesome house. Once again, apologize for the traffic noise. There's a lot of it today. I don't know what's going on, but lunch hour, I guess. Okay. Nice little stucco. It just looks like it'd be cool on the inside. Like in the summertime. Cool. Okay, well, I'm going to pause until I get to Main Street.